Hi, in this video I'm going to show you an agentic tool called Crush. This is a really great one in a way. It's not quite as powerful as Open Code, I think, or Claude Code, but it has its moments and I think it's headed in the right direction. It's very kind of concise and sort of compact in its output, and so I think that's one of the advantages of this one. Um, but at any rate, so it's a little bit harder to log into. It doesn't pick up the GitHub Copilot subscription right away. But let's go over here and say, let's get rid of that one that's there, whatever that is. Okay, so let's go up here and we'll say create a code space. And so get rid of this window. Let's do the normal thing, make it big. Go in here and increase the font size. Oh, I'm not even in the right spot, I think. Okay. No, it's still not working. There. Okay, so a little bit bigger maybe. Okay, and now we can get rid of the files over there. I guess we can get our theme. Okay, that looks good. Let's get one with a kind of an interesting background color. You'll see kind of a neat feature here. Color theme, solarized light. No, that's not. Let's go over here. Themes, color theme. I want a dark one though, but dark dimmed. Yeah, okay, maybe that. That's good. Okay, so now let's start up permissions, and this one is called Crush. So we're going to run it. So when it first comes up, it's going to make us log in. So here it is, and about the best, there's a few ways to log in, but it usually involves an API key, which we mostly log into subscriptions, so I'm going to show you that way to log in. But you look for GitHub Copilot, there it is. And so once you find one of the GitHub Copilot models you want to use, I'm just going to use Haiku again. Now, I try to copy this, it doesn't really copy, so it's github.com login device. So you just type it in, github.com login device, and it takes you here, and then you got to log in. But you need that little key. So the key is, and I try to copy this, but it won't copy, 4AEB and B706. 4AEB, 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 and then B704. B704. Okay, and say continue. Oh, wrong numbers. Let's try again. Oops, let's go back over here. I might have to try it again. Let's say escape. We're going to try it one more time. First, let's find GitHub Copilot. There it is. And so we go here. Hit return. Oh, we got another number. So this time it's 9C44. Better go back over here all the way. Okay, so continue. And 9, which one is this one? 9C44. 9C44. And then 5C, 5B. 5C, 5B. Oh boy, I hope I don't get this one wrong. Okay, so, and it lets me log in, and it looks like it's okay. So I come back over here, wait for it to find it. And anytime now, and it found it. Okay, so now we're logged in. It did find the Dolt MCP. I see it there. And it's Haiku 4.5. Down here it's saying in yellow mode. Yellow mode means you only live once, which means it's just going to do everything you say and not ask you for your okay for a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you a few things here. One thing you can do in this program is initialize your project, and this actually makes a lot of the replies really more meaningful. It builds kind of summarizes the project and builds some documents that go with it just before it starts. And it's going to create a file called agents.mcp. And so it looks through all the files and kind of builds that folder and that file. So I noticed that if I tried this before I started working with it, it led to a lot better kind of understanding of what I was trying to do. So now it's creating that file called agents.md. If you already have one of those, which some of our projects do have an agents.md, then you got to be careful it doesn't overwrite it. But I would say maybe just say before it overwrites it, ask it to save it first or something. Or ask it to save it under a different name, like a crush agents or something like that, or crush.md. Okay, so now it's ready to work. Here's the overview, and it's up and running. So I like over here on the side, it's told you that which files are modified, and so that's nice. I like that. And also, I think we said it did load the MCP. I can see it here. It's found the 6 tools from the Dolt MCP. So can you describe the table for this DB? And the DB is Calvin W. Books main. Okay, so there it goes. It's got this really great animation. It's very good. It shows you the markdown, then it shows you the table version. So I like that as well too. It's pretty clean, the output. Let's see if we can toggle this stuff over here. So that's Control P. And so let's go over there and toggle. What is it called? The sidebar. Toggle the sidebar. Okay, so that gives you a little more space. So can you tell me the first 10 books in the table? All right, so off it goes. So you can come over here and like click on these different parts of the conversation and go through them, and you can go back, and it has some kind of way for scrolling efficiently through what you've seen already. And I think you can also copy that out, or you can click space to expand it. Let me see if I can get that to work. Hello. Click space to expand. Yeah, so it has this nice kind of way of making the output briefer, but still kind of allowing you to come up here and kind of see a lot of it if you want to. I like this a lot. This is really what you want when you're looking through a lot of information. I noticed that working with the LLM, this is a very long document, right? So you can look at the entire document and scroll through it and kind of see what you have, or then you can pop only, just see a little bit of it like that. That is actually really great. Okay, let me find another, something like that. So here's one with some lines hidden. I can't seem to get down there though. Okay. All right, at any rate, you can play around with that. It's got some quite nice features to it. It's very compact. Let's see, I guess I got a tab to get back down there. Okay, so let's see, one more thing. Can you make a file called report.txt with your first 10 books or whatever I found? So let's see what that looks like. So it's writing to a file. There it is. And so it's created this report.txt, which is there. And okay, so you get the idea. So this is a nice tool. I think it's in the right direction, especially with its kind of like abbreviated kind of display and stuff. But it's not quite as far along as Open Code, I think. Open Code has a little more kind of features so far.